Hello students, we are going for taxonomy. It is nothing but the total description of plant or morphological description of a particular families. So the first family is called as family Solanaceae. So this Solanaceae is nothing but a potato family. It is also, Solanaceae is also called as potato family. So keeping in mind about potato plant, we are writing the characters. The first one is distribution. So here the first one is distribution. So potato Solanaceae is distributed in all the places, like it is present in the tropical area, it is present in the temperate area, and it is present in the subtropical regions. Even temperate regions, tropical regions, subtropical regions, it has been present. So we call distribution, it is present in all the places. So we go for the second one called as habitat. So the word habitat is nothing but where the plant is growing. So the plant is always growing in the land, water, desert, that should be specified. So the potato is always growing on the land. So we use a word mesophytes. So the mesophytes are nothing but terrestrial. Mesophytes are nothing but terrestrial. So we go for the next one called as habit. Here the word habit indicates whether the plants are herb, shrub or tree should be mentioned. The potato plant is very small, so we use a word herb. So this is called as herbs. Now we go for the next one called as root. So Solanaceae potato comes under dicots. So the root system in a dicot is always called as taproot system. Taproot system. And if there is any modification, should be written. In potato, we are going to modify as a stem modifications that we are going to write. So root. The next two root is followed by stem. So we know that stem is very simple. We call it as there is a presence of aerial stem, erect stem, cylindrical stem, branched. So in a potato plant, the stem is aerial, erect, cylindrical, branched. Along with that, there is a presence of underground stem modifications. So underground stem modification, and this is usually called as tuber. So here this is called as tuber. So this is nothing but we have given about distribution, habitat, habit, root, stem. Now we go for the next one about leaf. So we start with leaf. So leaves in the potato family Solanaceae, these leaves do not have stipules. So here the first one is called as X-stipulate. The stipule is absent. At the leaf base, small hair-like structures have been present called stipules. But here the stipules are absent, so we use a word X-stipulate. And the next one is called as Peteolid. The word Peteolid, petiole is present. Petiole is present, hence it is called as Peteolid. And the leaf is simple. Here the leaves are always simple leaves have been present. Some of this, rarely in this family, there is a presence of pinnate compound leaf is also present. Pinnate compound leaf, and this is rarely present in the family. And the venation, the word venation is nothing but it is the arrangement of veins and veinlets in a leaf lamina. Arrangement of veins and veinlets in a leaf lamina is called as venation, but here it is called as reticulate venation. Reticulate venation. So this is about leaf. So we go for the next one. After the leaf, we go for inflorescence. So we know that inflorescence is nothing but a group of flowers. Cluster of flowers is called as inflorescence. Here the inflorescence is always solitary. The word solitary, it is single, or we use a word axillary. Axillary, or in some it is called as cymose. So inflorescence is solitary, axillary. Cymose can be noticed in solanum. Solanum, there is a presence of cymose inflorescence. Next to this, we go for a word called as flower. So in a flower, we go in detail about all the characters. So the first one is, there is a stalk for a flower called as pedicellate. The word pedicellate indicates pedicel is present. So it is called as pedicellate. And the second one is called as bisexual. The word bisexual, here both the sexes, male sex as well as female sex is present in a flower, hence we use the word bisexual. And symmetry of a flower is called as actinomorphic. The word actinomorphic is called as radial symmetry. I will repeat this. Actinomorphic is nothing but radial symmetry. So when you take a flower and cut in any plane, it gives rise to two equal halves. Hence it is called as actinomorphic or radial symmetry. So we go for the next one called as Penta Mirrors. The meaning of Penta Mirrors, there is a presence of 5 sepals, or there is a presence of 5 petals are there. Sepals or petals which are 5, hence we use the word Penta Mirrors. And there is a presence of persistent calyx. Persistent calyx. So we know that even brinjal comes under this. There is a presence of the persistent calyx. The meaning of persistent calyx, the calyx is present till the fruit development, that is called as persistent calyx. Next, Epi Petalus. The word Epi Petalus, here the stamens are attached to the petals. Stamens are attached to the petals, hence we use the word Epi Petalus condition. Next, bicarpillary ovary. So here the word bicarpillary, 2 carpels are being present. So it is called as bicarpillary ovary. So 2 carpels are being present, hence it is called as bicarpillary. Next, superior ovary. So the word superior ovary is nothing but hypogynous. So hypogynous is nothing but the superior ovary. The ovary is above, all the other parts are below the ovary. And the next one is Syncarpus. The word Syncarpus, here the carpels are fused. Hence we use the word Syncarpus. So all these are nothing but the characters of a flower. I will repeat this. The stalk is present, called as pedicellate. Both the sexes have been present, hence we use the word bisexual. Here it is a radial symmetry, equal halves have been present, hence it is called as actinomorphic. Penta Mirrors, 5 sepals or 5 petals have been present, hence it is called as Penta Mirrors. Persistent calyx. The meaning of persistent calyx, the calyx is present till the fruit development. Epi Petalus. The word Epi Petalus, the stamens are attached to the petals. So it is called as Epi Petalus. Bicarpillary. There are 2 carpels present in a ovary, and the ovary is hypogynous, superior ovary. Ovary is above, all the other parts are below. And the next one is syncarpus. The carpels are fused. So we start with the next one called as calyx. So here all the floral parts, what is there and how it is present, we are going to explain one after the other. The first one is calyx. So here in Solanaceae, sepals are 5. There is a presence of 5 sepals have been present, and these sepals are fused or united. So we use a word gamosepalous. The word gamosepalous, they are united. The sepals are fused. Hence we use a word gamosepalous, and there is a presence of persistent calyx. Persistent calyx. The calyx is present till the fruit development. Hence we use a word persistent calyx. And there is a presence of valvate estivation. The word estivation, it is called as arrangement of calyx and corolla. Arrangement of calyx and corolla is called as estivation, and here the estivation is called as valvate estivation. The word valvate, the arrangement is end to end. So one end, one of the petal ends, the other one starts. So we call end to end arrangement is called as valvate estivation. Now we go for the next one called as corolla. The word corolla is nothing but petals. It is nothing but petals. Here petals 5. There is a presence of 5 petals are there. Again, whether these petals are free or fused should be written. It is again called as gamopetalous. The word gamopetalous, it is united. The petals are fused. Hence it is called as gamopetalous. And the estivation is called as the valvate estivation. Valvate estivation. So here the arrangement of calyx and corolla is end to end arrangement. Hence we use a word valvate estivation. Next we go for the other one called as andrecium. So andrecium is nothing but how many stamens are there. So we are going to write stamens 5. So in this family stamens are 5, and the stamen has the presence of 2 lobes. So we use a word dithecous anthers. Dithecous anthers have been present. So meaning of dithecous, there are 2 lobes are present in the anther. Hence we use a word dithecous. Next, Epi Petalus. The word Epi Petalus, the stamens are attached to the corolla. Stamens are attached to the corolla. Hence we use a word Epi Petalus. Next we go for the other one called as Gyneship. So in a Gynesium there is a presence of 2 carpels. We use a word bicarpellary. 2 carpels are present in a ovary. Hence we use a word bicarpellary ovary, and these carpels are fused. Hence we use a word syncarpus. The word syncarpus, the carpels are fused. So it is called as syncarpus ovary. Next we use a word superior ovary. Superior ovary. So the word superior ovary is nothing but hypogynous. The ovary is above, all the other parts are below. Hence we call it as superior ovary. Next, bilocular. The word bilocular, it is always 2 locules, 2 chambers are present in the Solanaceae, and it is obliquely arranged. It is oblique. The word obliquely, it is slightly slanted, so it is called as obliquely arranged. Next we go for axial placentation. The placentation is called as axial placentation. So here at the central axis with a septum, the ovules have been present, hence we call it as axial placentation. So we have completed calyx, corolla, andrecium and gynesium. Now we step into the next one. So next one is fruit. Here the fruit is nothing but berry. So this berry can be noticed in tomato. Tomato, the fruit is berry and capsule. In some it is capsule. So capsule can be noticed in datura. In a datura, the fruit is capsule. Next we go for a word seed. So the seed, here it is called as a dicot. So there is a presence of two cotyledons have been present. Two cotyledons have been present in a seed. Hence it is called as dicotyledons. And the seed is always called as endospermic. Endospermic seed. So here endosperm is present in a matured seed. Hence it is called as endospermic. Now we go for the next one called as floral formula. Floral formula or formulae. So in this floral formula, how to write this? So I am going to write this. All the characters are being repeated. So here in a floral formula, the first we are going to represent actinomorphic. So this is called as actinomorphic. So it is represented by a circle with plus called as actinomorphic. And next, sex of a flower should be written. So here the sex of a flower is called as bisexual. So whence we represent this as a bisexual. This is called as actinomorphic and this is called as bisexual. Next we go for calyx. The word K represents calyx. Here how many sepals are there? That should be written. So here there is 5 sepals are there. 5 sepals are there and these sepals are fused called as gamosepalous. So once it is fused, you should write this in a bracket. If it is free without bracket but it is fused, so we are writing in a bracket. Next to this is Corolla. So we go for C. The word C is called as Corolla. Here 5 petals are being present. Again petals are 5. And again it is fused. So we are writing this in a bracket. When it is not fused without brackets, but here it is called as Petalus fused, we are writing in a bracket. Next to this we go for Andrecium. So in this Andrecium, just we have been represented about 5 stamens. So we are writing 5 here. Stamens 5. And the Corolla and Andrecium is represented like this. So when you write an arrow mark above these two, it is called as Epi Petalus condition. The word Epi Petalus, the stamens are attached to the corolla, hence we represent this as a Epi Petalus condition. Next we go for Gynesium. Gynesium has 2 carpels. Gynesium has 2 carpels and both the carpels are been fused. So we are writing a word Syncarpus. Syncarpus, and the position of the ovary is superior. So the superior ovary is represented like this. So when you write a line below this, this indicates it is a superior ovary. So in a formula, when you write the circle, it is called as actinomorphic. This indicates bisexual. This is called as calyx. 5 fused. Corolla, petals 5 fused. Stamens, Andrecium stamens 5, and it is Epi Petalus condition. Gynesium, bicarpellary, Syncarpus, superior ovary. This is called as floral formula. So we are going for the next one called as floral diagram. So this is important for exam. Just see how I am going to write the floral diagram. So all the floral parts in a flower is represented in a diagram. So very first one is we are going to write calyx. So in a calyx we know that there is a presence of 5 sepals are being present. All the 5 sepals are fused called as gamosepalous, and the estivation is valvate estivation. So here I am going to start this. So here this is called as the first one. This is called as second one. And this is third one. And this is fourth one, followed by fifth one. Like this, you are going to write 5 sepals. After writing 5 sepals, whether they are free or fused. So here it is gamosepalous, so I am going to join this. So this joining is called as gamosepalous. So here the sepals are fused, hence we use the word gamosepalous. Next to this we go for corolla. Next to this we go for corolla. Again the corolla is 5 petals, 5 petals, and again it is called as gamopetalous, and again it is nothing but fused. So here it starts with the first one. This is called as the first petal. This is the first one, and this is second one, and this is third one, and this is fourth one, and this is fifth one. Now all this again it is fused, so we are going to write this like this. So here the petals are fused. Next to this we go for stamens. So how many stamens are there means we know that there are 5 stamens are there. So we are going to see that these 5 stamens are attached to the corolla. Attached to the corolla, hence we use a word, it is called as Epi Petalus. Stamens are always represented like this. So you should write the diagram like this. So this is called as 5 stamens attached to the 5 stamens attached to the petals, hence it is called as Epi Petalus. So this is 5 stamens. The next one is Gynesium. So the Gynesium is nothing but ovary, and there is a presence of only 2 carpels. So this is obliquely arranged, and there is a presence of 2 carpels, hence it is called as bicarpellary, and these carpels are fused, hence we use a word, there is a presence of Syncarpus. So all this is called as Calyx, this is Corolla, Angiosperms and Gynesium. After writing all this, we are going to show a small circle above this. So this indicates it is the main axis. This is called as main axis, that should be shown on the topper side. So this is called as the floral diagram of family Solanaceae. So we are going for the next heading called as economic importance of family Solanaceae. Even this is important for exams, it will be asked for 5 marks. So what are the uses from the family? That is called as economic importance of the family Solanaceae. The first point is source of food. So the plants coming under this is used as a food. So first one is tomato, called as Lycopersicum esculentum. Lycopersicum esculentum is the botanical name of a tomato. So tomato is nothing but a berry, it is completely edible. We go, so this has the source of vitamin C. So it has a presence of source of vitamin C. Even in this there is a presence of brinjal. So brinjal is again a berry, it can be used. Next one is potato. Potato is nothing but stem tuber. So even the potato is consumed. Next one is bell pepper. Next mirchi, capsicum, Fluorescence. So this is called as capsicum. So all this are used in the food. Next one is spicy. This is called as chili. Red pepper called as capsicum annum. So this again used in the spices. Next one is medicine. So here some of the plants are medicinal plants. So one is called as Beludona. So this Beludona produces an alkaloid drug. It produces an alkaloid drug from atropine obtained from a plant called as Atropa Beludona. This is the name of a plant. Alkaloid drug is obtained from a Atropa Beludona, and this drug is used in the dilating pupil. So in an eye there is a presence of a pupil. For the medical checkups, for the eye checkups, we use this called as alkaloid drug. Next, Ashwagandha. This is another one called as Ashwagandha. Wittonia sominifera. Wittonia sominifera is the botanical name of Ashwagandha. The next one is Datura. Datura stromium. This is the one called as Datura stromium. Again, it produces an alkaloid. So this alkaloid is extracted from a plant called as Datura stromium. And this drug or this alkaloid is used in treating asthma and cough. For asthma and cough, this drug can be used. Next one is fumigatory. So fumigatories are nothing but some used in the smokings. So here one is called as tobacco, Nicotiana tabacum. This is the botanical name of a tobacco used along with the smoking. Next one is ornamentals. One is called as Petunia, called as Sistrum notarum. Sistrum notarum. This is commonly called as night jasmine. So this is one, and the last one called as narcotics. So this narcotics called as Datura strominum. Strominum, this is one of the narcotic, and the other one is called as Hygostomus niger, called as henbane. So all these are nothing but the economic importance of Solanaceae. So we'll start with the next family called as family Liliaceae. It is commonly called as lily family. Even onion also comes under this family. So we are starting with the characters. The first one is called distribution. So the distribution is, it is present in all the places. So present in all the places. So it may be temperate, tropic, subtropic, in all the places it has been present. So this is called as distribution. The second one is called as habitat. The habitat is called as mesophytes. Habitat is mesophytes or terrestrial. So that indicates they are growing on the land. So they are called as mesophytes or terrestrial. So we go for the next one called as habit. So here the habit is nothing but herb. So we use a word perennial herb. Perennial herb. The meaning of perennial herb, it is present for many number of years. So hence it is called as perennial herb. So we go for root system. Because Liliaceae comes under a monocots, here the root system is always called as fibrous root system. Fibrous root system. So this is one. We'll go for stem. So we know that normally the stems are aerial, erect stems, and there is a presence of hollow stem. The stem is hollow. So erect, hollow, and sometimes it is even linear. And here the venation is called as parallel venation. Arrangement of veins and veinlets is called as venation. Because it is a monocot, we are going to use the word parallel venation. So we go for, after the root stem, the next one is called inflorescence. So inflorescence is nothing but group of flowers or cluster of flowers. Here the flower may be solitary. The word solitary, it is single. Cymose. Solitary, cymose. So there is a presence of a group of flowers is called as inflorescence. Solitary means single. Cymose means a definite number of flowers have been present. Sometimes even there is a presence of umbellate, or we use a word umbel in onion. So in an onion we use a word umbel. So all these are nothing but the characters. So the next characters are flower. So in a flower the bract is present. So we use a word bracteate. So bract is present, hence we use a word bracteate. So here, as we know that when you take an onion, umbel, the flowers are covered by a white color covering called as bract. So it is called as bracteate. The next one is bisexual. The word bisexual, both male and female flowers have been present, hence we use a word bisexual. The next one is pedicellate. The next one is pedicellate. The word pedicellate, there is a presence of stalk for a flower, so they are called as pedicellate. Next one is actinomorphic. The word actinomorphic, the flowers are equally divided into two equal halves. They are called as radial symmetry. Next one is superior ovary. The ovary is superior, called as hypogynous ovary. And the next one is trimerous. The word trimerous, they are nothing but three tepals. Here Calyx and Corolla cannot be differentiated, hence we use a word three tepals. The next one is tricarpillary. Here tricarpillary ovary. So there is a presence of three carpels have been present, hence they are called as tricarpillary. The next one is Syncarpus. The carpels are fused, hence we use a word Syncarpus. So the next heading is called as perianth. Here we never use a word Calyx and Corolla because this is a monocot family. In a monocot family, Calyx and Corolla cannot be differentiated, so we use a word perianth. So here in a perianth, tepals will be 6. So tepals are 6. 6 tepals. They are arranged in 2 whorls. So 3 plus 3 arrangement. So here tepals are 6 and it is arranged in 3 plus 3. So it is called as 3 plus 3 arrangement or tepals 6. The next one is valvate estivation. Valvate estivation. So the arrangement of perianth will be end-to-end arrangement, hence it is called as valvate estivation. Next we go for androecium. So androecium is nothing but stamens. So here the stamens are again 6. Stamens, 6 stamens have been present, and again the arrangement is 3 plus 3 arrangement. So in one whorl 3 will be there, in the other whorl 3 will be present, hence it is called as 3 plus 3 arrangement. The next one is called as Epi Petalus. Epi Petalus. So here the stamens are attached to the petals, but we use a word Epi Petalus. It is attached to the perianth. So stamens are attached to the perianth. We use a word Epi Petalus arrangement. Next we go for Gyneship. So Gynesium is nothing but female reproductive system. There are presence of 3 carpels, hence it is called as tricarpillary. Tricarpillary ovary, and ovary is superior. Ovary, superior ovary is present. It is called as hypogynous, and the carpels are fused. Hence, we use a word syncarpus. So here 3 carpels are there. Ovary superior, and there is a presence of syncarpus ovary, and there is a presence of trilocular with many ovules present in it. Hence, this is called as the Andrecium, Gynesium, and all some of the floral parts. So, we will start with fruit. So, here the fruit is called as capsule. So, you see capsule can be seen in onion. So, onion, the fruit is called as capsule or rarely berry. So, this can be seen in lily or lily plant, there is a presence of berry. So, this is about fruit. The next coming to a word called as seed. So, the seeds are usually there is a presence of single cotyledon. Only one cotyledon is present, hence it is called as monocots, and the seeds are endospermic. The seeds are endospermic. The next one is Floral Formula. So, floral formula, here the bract is present in a flower. White color paper like bract is present in the onion, so it is called as bracteate. And symmetry of a flower is called as actinomorphic. So, it can be written like this. This indicates actinomorphic. So, when you write a circle and indicates arrow as well as plus, this indicates bisexual. The flowers, both the flowers have been present, male and female sex organs are present in the same flower, hence it is called as bisexual. The word P stands for perianth. Perianth is 3 plus, they are arranged in 2 whorls, hence it is called as 3 plus 3 arrangement. The next one is called as Gynesium. There is a presence of tricarpillary, syncarpus, and superior ovary is present. So, it is called as tricarpillary, syncarpus, superior is present. Now, we go for floral diagram. So, here in a floral diagram, there are 3 sepals or 3 petals, or we cannot differentiate sepals and petals, so it is called as tepals. So, here in a tepals, there are 6. So, first we start with the first one. This is 1, and the other one is here. This is another one, and the third one is here. So, like this, 3 in one whorl, the remaining 3 in another whorl. This is 1. This is one more, and this is one more. So, like this, they are arranged in 2 different whorls, hence it is called as 3 plus 3 arrangement. 3 plus 3 arrangement, and it is fused. Hence, we are going to join this. So, it has been fused. So, we are going to join like this. So, this is called as the tepals are fused. Next, we go for stamens. Stamens are 6. In this, 3 is usually present. 3 is usually present here. This is 1 and one more here, here and here. Here, important is there is a presence of Epi Petalus. An arrow mark should be written here, Epi Petalus. There is a presence of the perianth is attached. So, here, sorry, I have not mentioned about Andrecium. So, here Andrecium 3 plus 3. This is called as Epi Petalus, and Gynesium is tricarpillary superior, like this. So, here 6 stamens have been present. So it has been attached. Hence it is called as Epi Petalus. Now we go for the ovary. The ovary is called as tricarpillary Syncarpus. So here ovules are present at the center. So after this we are going to represent the main axis. The main axis is written on the top and it is being shaded. So like this is called as the floral diagram of Liliaceae. So we go for next heading called as economic importance of a family Liliaceae. Liliaceae family economic importance. The first one is it is a good ornamental plants. Example for this is tulip gloriosa. These are the examples of ornamental plants. Next one is it is a source of medicine. So one of this we know that called as aloe vera. So aloe vera comes under Liliaceae. The next one is garlic called as Allium sativum. So in this it contains, the bulb contains sulfur, allyl, cysteine, sulfoxide. So this drug or this chemical is called as antibiotic properties. So it is a antibiotic properties. Next one is vegetables. So in this vegetables, so one example is called as asparagus sativa. So it is called as one of the vegetable asparagus. Next one is coalescence. So coalescence is an alkaloid obtained from the corm of a plant Gynesium atiminale. So in this we extract a drug called as alkaloid drug called as coalescence. The last one, it is used as a food. So we know that in onion called as onion, botanical name called as Allium cephas, garlic botanical name is Allium sativa. So this completes the chapter